members of the press, and I quote late General Abacha, President of Nigeria. He stated that when there is insecurity for over 24 hours, when there is insecurity in a country for over 24 hours, then you must know that the state is involved. We come to our dear country, Zambia, which we all love. You know very well that the leadership in place today promised people lower taxes, more jobs, more money in the pocket, cheap fuel. They promised peace and tranquility in this country. They promised to run the affairs of this country prudently. They've realized that they failed. They have realized that they failed, and they're now pointing fingers to their opponents. And the opponent we're talking about here is Hakainde Hichilema, the president of our great party, UPND. This is a gentleman who, for some time, has been warning, serving notice to the Patriotic Front and citizens of this country that watch out, the PF have a militia. I think there was this case, I'm sure that had come up. They downplayed that. There have been incidences before where citizens have been followed in radio stations and almost torched. And the people that are behind all those things, the police know them. They never arrest them. There was an incident in Kaoma where a young man, a youth, was shot at, and the police know who that person is. They never. What I'm trying to state here, the build-up, there was notice served. They were told that if you don't control this thing, it will get out of hand. And the situation now is getting out of hand. The minute you start seeing the military in the streets, then you know that you're caught in trouble. When the police are going in these compounds, they're being booed. The public has lost confidence in the police. Now, we're hearing a lot of rumors that what is happening, the gassing, the ritual killings, are politically motivated. And they are now insinuating that this great party, the UPND, and its leader are responsible for this. I'm using the word, they are insinuating that it is this great party and its leader. Exactly like the zero option. And the reasons are so simple. The facts are there. The most feared politician in this country, who is the alternative of Zambians, is Hakainde Hichilema. They want to eliminate him from the ballot paper in 2021. But I want to say this, that it is not that easy to do that. Here is a man who has as many supporters as President Lungu himself. You are actually talking about dividing the country into two. So it is not easy to just eliminate him, just like that. Now, we are not satisfied at the pace at which these investigations are taking place. If they have arrested people that are involved in this gassing, by law, in Zambia, you're supposed to take somebody to court within 48 hours. What's happening to those that have already been arrested? Why have they kept them in detention for some of them over 2 weeks? How is it possible that the state can fail to find the people that were behind, if it is not the state itself or the ruling party, behind the attack of our boys, on our boys in Kabwata? How is it possible that the state is failing to find the assassin that shot Lawrence Banda? That is where the answer lies. I earlier quoted General Abacha. When there is insecurity in the country for over 24 hours, just know that the state is involved. Why are they failing? I gave examples of a zero option. I gave examples of the Black Mamba, what a political party which is desperate does. Eh? I'll give another example of a brother of mine, Dina Mulia Mungomba, framed and charged with treason, tortured. He ended up dying, destroyed his family. And I don't want to discuss the details. That's what happens. Dini died just like that. This is exactly, that's the example of what I'm doing. The answer lies in they're desperate. And who is their threat? Their threat in wamene huyu. Hakainde Hichilema. So timuchitetere. And Mulungu ali kumwamba. The Almighty God is seeing. So the state, to answer your question, the state knows what is going on. They just want to politicize this issue like politicize their failure. They don't want to admit failure. Now they want to look for a scapegoat. Blame games. Then vichitika lomba ni UPND. Kukankala njala ni UPND. Kukankala load shedding ni UPND. Kamiyeni mwesu ndila mudikalibadamu. Ndiye nkani imati. Sabakanga lomba bambo yanga na bayake.